Hey everybody, I just wanted to share a couple of thoughts. I just listened to a beautiful teaching on solidarity, and it brought to mind sort of a personal teaching that I had the other night, and it didn't really mean all that much to me, although it sort of did, so I'll tell you about it. And we have a swimming pool, and I'm very blessed and feel very privileged to have that. It's a big, big part of my life. And we opened the pool recently. And as you might imagine, here in Massachusetts, that water was really cold. It was in the low 60s Fahrenheit. But I really wanted to go swimming. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to get in. And I stood at the edge of the pool and I, kind of, and sort of rev myself up to be able to just, walk in there. And I did walk in there. And what came to mind suddenly was an article that I'd heard on the radio about water. And it was a community somewhere in the world. As we know, there are many communities who struggle with water. And this particular story was that the rains had been so heavy that sewage is in the street and children's toys are in the street and people were becoming ill. And it made me think of them, of course, this water I was standing in, and also brought to mind people who have no water. All over the world, we know stories about water. I, of course, am so blessed in my life to have water, clean water. So I was standing in this icy cold water and I just began waist high and I began to push the water back and forth and sending blessings like, this is for you. This is for you, this water. Whether, may you have the right amount of water. Not too much and not too little. And I had a beautiful swim. I just didn't even notice how cold the water was. It was a glorious swim, and I wholeheartedly believe that it was because I felt so connected when I dedicated my swim to them, to realize that I'm not separate from them, and to realize that as a whole, as a collective, we can send one another these prayers and hopes and dreams. We can move forward. So, it sort of happened out of the blue, and it's a practice, but we can do these things, that we can realize that we're not other. We're not separate from any other, whether it's right in our hometown, within our own families, in our neighborhoods, whatever it is. So with that, I hope this made sense, and maybe it made a lot of sense to me. So I wish you well. Thanks for watching.